Welcome to the Cyber Sangha podcast. Cyber Sangha is a program of free live broadcasts, launched in 2009 by renowned teacher and author Tenzin Wangyal Rinpoche. Join us as we draw on ancient Tibetan wisdom to discover how to connect with our best self and live to our highest potential. The following teaching, Realizing Your Full Potential, Taking Clear Positive Action, was given by Rinpoche on December 11th, 2025, as a part of a year-long series, Bring Body, Speech, and Mind to Life. This content is for informational purposes only. Listeners should consult medical professionals for any physical or mental health concerns. Please use headphones and do not meditate while driving or operating machinery.
Good morning, everybody. This morning I was not able to use my computer, so I'm using my phone after some time. So I was not hearing the Salibra mantra that well in my phone. I hope you're hearing me okay. And I'm not also able to see the Facebook Live part there, is because it's being through the Zoom, so hope everything is good. Everybody's hearing me okay. So this morning, the topic is realizing your full potential, taking clear positive action. So as many of you know already, so this has been ongoing program, full moon monthly practice, full moon monthly teaching. I said the monthly teaching and also the monthly conversation with scientists. So monthly conversation with the scientists in the field of body, speech, and mind, and a little bit reflections from me as a teaching session of teaching, and then 24-hour full moon practice that Cyber Sangha has created, and I hope many of you are able to benefit from it. And those you are new, have not been being part of it, I would strongly recommend to explore more the Cyber Sangha website, cybersangha.net, and to see all these free, many past live teachings on different topic, different conversation with the different speakers. So they're all available on cybersangha.net. So I hope that you're all able to benefit from it, use it. So today's main field is about the body. So we always talk about body, speech, and mind, which is the three door of the body, door of the speech, and door of the mind. Reason why it's called three doors, because it serves as a door. We have a possibility to enter through these doors to reach connection to ourself, to reach connection to our higher self, to reach connection to the inner refuge, enlightened beings, refuge tree. So that's why it's called door, through which we can connect. But very often also, sometimes these doors are not working as a door of entrance. We end up using them door of exit. So disconnecting with ourselves, losing connection to the divine, losing connection to the refuge. So very often this is what happens. So the practice is always about remembering, because our body, speech, and mind is so close to us all the time, with us, every time remembering that this is so close to us. And whenever one of these doors are active, when my body is active, energetically active, to recognize what kind of space it's in, what kind of field of energy it's in, what kind of state of thoughts it is in, thoughts it's having, what kind of feeling of emotion is activated, what kind of decision is going to take place or it's trying to looking for, or what kind of decision it's making in any given moment. And so because in the very second last, very, very specific moment, if one is aware of these things, one is able to see those things, then there's much more better opportunity to protect oneself from one's negative action. There is much more possibility to make a better choices, because we always do have a choice. Always we do have a choice, even though sometimes we feel we don't have a choice, and we may able to make a right choices when we know, or do I feel angry. For example, I feel angry. I feel anger. I am identifying with my pain. My pain is making this very negative decision to hurt someone, say hurtful things, or do hurtful things. But I do have a choice not to do that, because I am not my pain. I am not my anger. I am more than that, beyond that. There's some sense of even a question like that, that I'm not my anger, I'm not my pain, I am more than that. It just opens up this door and window that you feel almost already you're breathing differently, already you're feeling different kind of space, different kind of energy. Already you are having a new thoughts, fresh emotions, positive emotions, hopeful decisions. You're shifting and changing all the time. So that's why I think it's important to understand that, because if you look past in our life, how many times you have made decisions that you regret? How many times in the past actions that you have taken that you regret now? And we all have our weakness. I think that's one of the very important, that as a humanity, as a friendship, as a family, just a human being, always trying to have that space of openness to other people, not to only continuously judge them rest of their life because of what some actions, negative actions they took in the past. Because we all do that. Maybe I might be angry at somebody who did something not right to me, or said right to me, said hurtful thing to me. That was 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago. But I still hold that. And when I hold that, when I think about that person, I always think about that person, such a bad person, such a mean person, such a unhonest person, uh, because this person said that to me, did that to me. Yes, we hold that. But have you have any connection with that? Do I have any connection with that person? Do I know that person is still like that? Do I know that person has completely changed, transformed? It's beautiful. This being has transformed into a beautiful being, but you're still punishing that person through the past. Something happened in the past. So we do that, but I think it's good. Always, if other people are doing to you, it's a different story. It's not your responsible. But when you do that to someone else, it's your responsibility to be aware of it. Is it right thought? It is right feeling, or is it that you are angry at the current person because of the past action, or the current past person is the same as the current person? So somehow able to see that, then we open our heart, because you change, we change, I change, we all change. So somehow that sense of feeling more openness toward other people, that people change, people grow, people transform. And so that holding that space is, I think, one of the beautiful, greatest space that we can hold in ourselves for other people. So anyway, realizing your full potential is every time in our life, every time, every month, every week, every day, every hour, every minute, we're always challenged. Am I manifesting my full potential? Am I trying to make a right decision? Right? What is the right decision? Well, that's a good question. What is the right decision in life? Any given situation, I think we have our own full potential. As a parent, we can say that, those who are parents, I always felt that children are always perfect. There's never a bad children. Children are great, but they might not relate well with your situation. You might not be able to relate well with your own upbringing, with your own expectations, with your own needs, your own conditions. You might have a harder time relating with them. That is not to say they're bad. And the parent's job is not trying to make your children like yourself, your children like some other children. Not like every children has to go to Harvard. Not every children has to have to do what you do. But parents do that. If professionally, they always want children to do the same thing. Maybe they want to do it, maybe they don't want to do it, but make sure that it is not imposed and pressure. Make sure, given the circumstances, that they have some kind of calling for that. Their mission is that. How to make that happen? That's such a difficult question for parents. Same thing with our own life. What is your calling? What you really meant to do in this life? It's so sometimes what happens is that people say, oh, everybody, like every Indian person wanted to become engineer or IT or something like that, or lawyer or doctor or something like that. So sometimes in the society, so much pressure to become lawyer or IT, or because everybody else is becoming lawyer or IT. Maybe in some cases it works out fine. Other cases, someone is paying a lot for that. Pressure, collective social pressure, suicide or depression or unhappiness, big portion of one's life. They go into those situations because they really are not able to in touch with what their really wishes are, needs are, their dream is. They're not able to. So it's the same thing that, we know, like personally myself, being Tibetan, growing up through the Tibetan parents, growing up as a very difficult situation in life, very difficult situation, a lot of poverty, lack of food, growing up in very harsh conditions, but in a nice environment, in a monastery, and coming to the West, trying to understand West, learn West, trying to grow here. Big mess internally, right? So many different things are happening simultaneously. So how do I know what really I want? It's not easy. But that doesn't mean we cannot really trying to open our heart, trying to recognize what really I'm meant to do in my life, what really my calling is. It's hard to know. But one thing I can say is that, to make sure it's not a pressured collective pressure of society and others' expectations. Make sure, do you feel that it's a right decision? Make sure when you do that, it makes you happy. So I recently shared a little reflection of the day. We all introduce to other, when we introduce ourselves to other people, we say, or immediately we talk about, what do you do? People ask that question. I often have problem with that, um, as a traveler, when you're traveling, somebody sitting right next to you in an airplane, you start to kind of energetically, you start to like the person, you start to have a conversation, you're having a nice conversation without knowing anything about each other. Your financial status, your job status, you're not maybe even not knowing what ethnic group background you are from, but just as a human being, you're having wonderful connection and conversation. And then some point we cannot continue that. People start to ask, what do you do for a living? Or what do you do? What's your profession? Or something like that. I often think, because then immediately when you tell what you do and things like that, then they begin to look at you differently. You have nothing changed. You're just the same person. They immediately look at you differently. They relate you differently, talk to you differently. And seems not really nice, because we value, we're not, seems like we are not valuing enough as human being each other. Face changes, tone changes, attitude changes toward each other. And I'm always trying to be more careful not to do that. Just first of all, not trying to not really ask. Just have conversation. So what is your calling? The main question is, because sometimes we make decision at needing more. That's another thing, enjoying life with what you have is one thing. Suffering life, needing more what you don't have, it's different life, two different lifestyle. And that there are less people who enjoy their life, whatever they have. They have a health, they enjoy their health because it's not going to last forever. They have a good strong foot, they walk, they climb. They have a body which can move, and they move. They have a voice that they can sing, they sing. They have a mind that is creative, they're trying to be creative, not necessarily always trying to earn something out of it, but do creative. Creativity itself is giving you enough nourishment and joy. It's called living. You're living. But most of the time when you people look, then it's about always needing more money, needing more love, needing more acknowledgement, needing more fame, needing more something, needing more. And these people who needs more, they don't live their life, they don't enjoy their life. I mean, there should be somewhere the distinction very clearly, the need and 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 being creative and enjoying life. The best successful people, they enjoy what they do. They don't feel the need of something. When the need enters into the situation, it's a pain entering into the situation. Stories of pain entering into the situation. So sometimes what you feel you need it is not what you really will be helpful to you, because the need is the need of pain. And the pain does not give you joy and creativity in life. But the need is it's somehow in you feeling I need to. I mean, there are a lot of people who they say, oh, I am 60 years old, I'm 70 years old, I am decently, pretty good health situation, and I could now live my life, serve others, not need much. but then other people feel they need more. So they're continuously living their life based on need, not based on wanting to serve. So I think realizing your full potential and making clear decision, that seems like every day we are challenged with that. I see that all the time, no matter what age group you are in. Life is perfect, but that somewhere there's some need is there, and need is clearly not recognized. Is you really don't need it. You feel you need it. You really don't need that in order to live your life, in order to be happy your life, in order to serve other people, in order to uh, tap into your fullness, in order to manifest your potentiality. You don't feel that need of that. That's the need is coming from pain, not your joy, not your potentiality. So then we end up making decision instead of clear positive actions. We end up doing unclear negative actions. We end up making decisions, unclear negative decisions. We end up acting unclear negative actions decision. Like you would say something painful words towards someone, you really did not meant to say that. In your heart, you're good. You would not say that. In your clear mind, you will not think of saying it. In your clear action, you will not act like that. But you did. You did that unclear negative action because your who you are, your positivity, your positive thoughts, your clarity has been obscured by this deep sense of need of your pain identity. It took it over for that very moment. And that very moment could be a big moment. It could affect entire life. Somebody shoot someone, go rest of their life in murder. I say in prison. A few seconds. Or somebody says something very awarely, pay a lot of consequences for that speech. So we are always constantly challenged with that action. Let's think a little bit like, in all our life, this particular moment and this particular transition in your life, but these particular important decisions that you're trying to make in your life, particular actions that you're trying to take. Is it a clear positive action? Is it a clear positive decision? Is it a coming from right place? A place of openness and joy? Or it is a coming from obscure place, doubtful place, fearful place, driven with needs, disconnected with self-awareness. And once you take this action, take this decision, you will regret the rest of your life. So what is that in each one of you, this particular moment? So let's do a short meditation. I want to guide all of you in a short meditation. And then in this meditation, you can look at your current situation. And I hope that we will able to recognize our need and pain. We hope that by realizing that, we hope we're able to loosen up that. I hope that we can find more some clear place and space in ourselves. I hope that we can connect our deeper sense of who we are. I hope that from that deeper, clear place, we will able to make see something clear, make some clear decision, take some clear positive action, which action will serve you and others and collective well-being. So please bring your full attention to this moment. Bring your full attention to your place, location. Bring your full attention to your body, in your body, to your body, in your body. Feel very clearly when mind connects to your body, there is a sense of joy and fullness and connectedness. Feel the stillness in your body. Be aware of it, connect with it. Feel the silence in your speech. Be aware of it, connect with it. Feel the openness in your heart. Be aware of it, connect with it. Be aware of this inner stillness, silence, spaciousness. Experiences are different through three different doors. In essence, there is only one. It's just you. this vast, infinite space, light, and warmth. Just you. Connect with that. Where you are free from all pain conditions, worries. That's where we all wanted to be connected. That's who you are. Just find that place for a moment. And be aware that decisions that you're about to make, actions that you're about to take, first see them as they are. Be aware of any sense of anxiety, stressful, pain, worries that you're feeling around it, or if you're feeling around it, how much you're feeling around it, how disconnecting it is. We all have different levels, so just be fully aware of your own situation. This is about knowing what's going on. It's not about creating more or reducing less. It's just being aware of what is, what's going on. So take a little time. And whatever level you recognize, the anxiety, the stress, the pain, this deep sense of needing something, just be more aware when you feel the need of something. There's nothing you need. If there's truly something you have to need is to self-realize. But then every other thing is there's no need. But we feel need. When there's a strong sense of need, there's more chances of having difficulty or problems. Recognize that. And for some of you, it might fully make sense. Some of you might still think, no, it's not true. I really need it. That's fine. That's your experience. It's fine. We're not arguing here. We're not discussing here. I'm fine with that. But there might be a lot of you, this very moment, this very meditation, you realize this is not all I needed. Or maybe this is not what I really wanted. This is not really good for me. This is not what I really wanted. This is what I feel I needed. And I don't know why I feel I need it. Deep emptiness, deep fullness, a social pressure, a collective pain, wind of collective pain throwing you in a specific direction that you don't even have wanted to go in that direction, but you feel you needed to go in that direction. Just whatever the story is, what I'm encouraging is just to recognize. And then you look back deep inside, who is needing it? Who is needing to do this to feel powerful? But who is feeling powerless? So to recognize the one who is feeling weak is more important than the weakness trying to make some silly, powerful action and feel false idea of feeling strong. It's not a point. So who is trying to do this to feel powerful? But this action might hurt you and others. Or who's trying to make this statement, strong statement, judgmental statement, painful statement, trying to feel I got it, to feel good. Why makes you feel good to make someone feel bad? It doesn't sound right. Who needed to feel good, able to say something bad and make something feel bad, someone feel bad? Who is that? That's more important to recognize. Who is trying to make this decision? Unmature person who's trying to make decision, or going through middle age crisis, who's trying to going crazy, making crazy decisions. Who never had things in life, finally have something in life, going crazy with this, what you have in your life. Who is that? That's not clear positive action. That's not clear. That's not even positive. That's going to have some consequences. But who is doing it? When you look like that, you recognize someone someone is confused, it's unclear, it's taking that negative action. Someone is feeling weak. And to feel strong is taking some strong actions, but not coming from right place, not coming from clear place, not coming from open place, not coming from warm place, not coming from clear place. That's why it's going to have some consequences, because it will limit, it will be painful, it will create a lot of confusion, because it's not coming from open place. A compassion, kindness is not coming from clear place. So there will be consequences once it's taken those decisions, those actions. Can you see that? Can you feel that? So when you realize this deep place where it's this action is coming from, this doubt is coming from, these emotions are coming from, the need is coming from, pain. Can you see that sense of pain identity? You can be open and connected to that. You can be gentle and kind to it. You can feel compassion to it. You can feel playful with it, joke about it, joke joke to it. You can laugh to it. You can smile to it. You can dance with it. You can show your middle finger to it. You can do anything from very compassion, kindness to very fearless action, like cutting through the wisdom sword. There's no one way of overcoming it, because the one who is trying to overcome it, also there are many different layers of it. And overcoming is the common goal. How to overcome its individual stage who is trying to overcome depend on that. So find your way. So whatever the way, your way of recognizing it, seeing it, connecting with it, processing it, continue. As I gave many options. And while we're listening to the Salve mantra, feel this Salve mantra is a blessing, power. I'm holding all of you in my prayers. And let's hold all of us, each other, in our prayers to each other, so that you find some healing, find some clarity to take clear, positive action for collective well-being, enriching your own life, benefiting others. Okay, so how is the meditation? I hope you see something, feel something new, see something clear, change some maybe action. Just before I conclude, I just want to give some example. For example, like sometime professionally speaking, there are people who hate their job. They always have so much problem, stress, unhappy, but they can never let it go, and they keep it until it destroys their health, their well-being, and basically it kills them. I've seen many of them because they don't see any other options. Of course, there's other options. During pandemic, so many people found so many different way of communicating, so many different way of doing things, so many different way of doing better, doing what they did before pandemic. Many people found so many new ways and different ways to do things, but they have never idea before. Of course, they all exist, but you don't want to find them through deep trouble. You want to find them with your own space, time, and energy and clarity. So basically, you don't want to destroy your well-being and health doing things that you hate to do. Second example, being in a bad relationship, dependency. Why you wanted to continue? You're so unhappy, so painful, too much story, stressful. You're not able to change it. Change it in two ways. One, not trying to improve it and clear the confusion, connect deeper with the heart, don't argue for no reasons, for nothing. Find more collective place to connect, deepen intimacy, respecting more each other's need. That's a deeper way to go, evolving in a relationship in a deeper way, healthier way. Or break it. It's okay. Doesn't have to be very bad, negative. Doesn't have to be turned into animosity. You respect each other, care about each other, still take care of each other, but find your own different life. But one thing you don't want it to do, destroy collective well-being, destroy well-being of yourself, destroy the well-being of the other person that you are in relationship with. Some clear decisions you need to take place to go toward, deepen, grow every sense, or maybe not different level of growth, definitely deeper level of growth, deeper level of connection. And in a relationship, when you are married for so many years, not every level of relation remains same. You're no longer same youthful, young, fresh, energetic, physically, getting older, but your heart is not getting older. Your heart is getting younger, being more playful, being more fun, connecting deeper, finding more deeper connection with each other. Absolutely. Or even in general in society, what direction that you're going, you don't have to go where everybody's going. If one person is becoming crazy, two is becoming crazy, three is becoming crazy, You don't have to become crazy because of the majority is going crazy. There got to be some people not going direction to the craziness. Remain being yourself. And not have to respond. Nowadays in social media, everybody judging each other. They're deep in pain. They're feeling negative. They're feeling dark. They're not feeling good in themselves. Then they're attacking other people, judging other people. People don't know any clue about the other person. They have some idea that they don't know. They have one conversation with each other. I always find it amazing, people like that finding time to do those kind of things. If you have a time can be better used. Meditate with the family, spend time with the family, with friends, do social work, be kind, bring more light in the place of darkness. So clear, positive action, it's always challenge us every single moment of our life. And I hope that this moment you find enough trust to yourself, enough light in yourself, enough choice within yourself to take the right choice, right decision, not influenced by others or your pain. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Cyber Sangha podcast. If you'd like to learn more about Cyber Sangha, visit us online at cybersangha.net.